Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So on today's tutorial, I'll be teaching us how to draft a backless bustier with a strap. So before we dive right into the tutorial, I would like us to subscribe, like, share and turn on our notification bell to get notified when I post tutorials like this. So let's dive into the tutorial. So the first thing we're doing is to mark out our starting line. That's what I'm doing now. Marking it out. I'm sorry about my marker. My marker is faint. I'm really sorry. It just, your starting line doesn't have to be like much of an inch like that, just a little bit. So guys, since it's a 2 bustier, we will be coming up by 7 inches, which means that it will not be having any up. So we don't need the up, we just need the from our chest line. We just need the measurements from our chest line. So we'll be coming up by 7 inches. Then from that 7 inches, then you start taking out your bust points, your under bust, your half length, and your full length. So my bust point is 10, my under bust is 13, my half length is 16, and my full length I'm using 24 and a half. I did not add half of an inch to the upper part. So if I sew, it might shorten it, so I just added the half of an inch in the lower part, which is making it 24. So once I sew, it's going to be 23 and a half, and that will be okay for me. So I'm just going ahead to just mark out all the lines. So after marking out all the lines, I'll be coming in by 3.5 inches. That's my nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple measurement is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. I did not label yet, but I'll be labeling the lines very soon. So guys, after doing that, I would be coming out on my left hand side of my under bust by 1 inch, then on my right hand side of my under bust by 1.5 inches. If you are busting, you can use 2 inches for your right hand side. So I'll just go ahead to just give that a very nice curve. Just give that a very nice curve to meet with the middle part of my bust point. That middle line, that straight line, just give it that nice curve on both sides. So after marking that out, on my upper part also, on the upper part, on my right hand side I'll be coming out by 1.5 inches, and on my left hand side by 1 inches also, and I'll give that a very nice curve to meet with that line that I marked the first curve. So guys, after doing that, I'll just mark a straight line to meet with my full length. Just straight line to meet with it. So now guys, we'll be taking in our full body measurement as our full allowance. So I'm just marking out my bust measurement on my bust point. I marked that out. I added what I have at that upper place, which is 2 inches. I added it, then I added my sewing allowance also. I So after marking out my body measurements and adding my small allowance, I made a straight roof. So now I want to give that down place that very nice slant. I came out from after my waistline, I came out by I think 12 and a half inches on the lower part. I came out by 12 and a half inches to give it that very long triangular look at the top part. So after marking those things out at the down part of my side, I came up by 1.5 inches to give it that slant, that very nice slant at that outside. I don't want it to have that sharp edge, so I want to give it that slant. So I came up by 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to draw a straight roof from that part with this part here. I'm just going to go ahead and cut everything out. So guys, this is everything after I was done. This is the front piece. So I'll be going ahead to cut the back piece now. So now we'll be drafting out the back piece also. The same thing we did for the front is exactly the same thing we do for the back. Also, we're coming up by 7 inches. Then we mark our bust point on the bust and our waist and our full length. But before then, we'll be marking out our zipper allowance, which is 1.5 inches. So please don't forget to mark that out. Mark that out and then make a straight line. After marking the lines out, we'll be creating our dart measurement. So our dart measurement, your bust to bust measurement, was 7 inches, 7 inches divided by 2 is roughly 9 inches. So I'm just marking it out. So guys, on the sides of my dart, I'll be coming on each side by half an inch. Come on each side by half an inch. So guys, after marking out half of an inch on both sides, we then make a straight rule from that our upper part to our waistline. And then from our waistline, we make a straight line, a very tiny line to our length, to our full length. So guys, after doing that, we're marking out our full body measurements. Marking out our full body measurements. There's no need for you to add any 2.5 inches. Just mark out your body measurement and then your small allowance. But on my waistline, I'll mark my waist measurement, and then the 1 inch that allowance, and then my 1.5 inch So after marking out everything on my zipper allowance, the 1.5 inch I left my zipper, I'll be coming in by 1/2 inch to give it that nice slant at the waistline, so the zip will not have this bulging effect. So after marking that out, I'll just go ahead to cut out what I have for my pattern piece. So guys, I'm going ahead to cut out what I have for my pattern piece. And by the way, the material on the table is what I'll be using to cut this fabric. So there's a guinea material that I'm using to cut it. So I'm just going ahead to cut out the back pattern. Yes. So this is what I have after I was done putting everything on my fabric. Now go ahead to